Hey everyone, it's Tammy Salamone, the Pink Survivor. So today I wanted to talk to you about getting your home ready after your mastectomy. Don't forget to like and subscribe, by the way. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, so today, some things that I learned and some things that I've heard throughout the years that were helpful. Number one is to meal prep. Make some of your favorite, meals ahead of time and freeze them. And also, don't forget to ask for help. There's a lot of people now that will kind of put together a meal train or a meal schedule and let people help you. You're gonna need it. Or maybe they can even give you a gift card for a local restaurant so you can buy your meal instead. And you're gonna need that help for at least a couple weeks, maybe longer. Also stock up on some easy type of meals like things to make a sandwich or some nuts or yogurt or fruit and vegetables. All right, number two, move items throughout your house to a more middle level. So you don't really want anything that's going to be too high or too low because you're going to be restricted right about here, and they don't really want you lifting your arms much higher than this. And also it's just not comfortable to reach too far low. So if you could do things like moving maybe dishes if they're real high, maybe put some down lower on the counter so that you could reach them, things like that. Also, things like a big heavy laundry detergent, that can be a little heavy, and especially if it's up high, you're gonna want it lower. You can put it in a little smaller container just to get you through the first couple of weeks. Also, if you live alone, you might need something to help you open jars. That is something that I still kind of struggle with. Something about that motion there of opening a jar, that they have, I think, something now that you can help to, it's like a little jar opening tool. And if you live alone, maybe one of those long type of grabber devices so that if you do drop something low or something real high, it can help you grab it. And if you have other people around, that's gonna be a big help. But often you don't, you might come home and be by yourself. Okay, number three, and this is a huge one for me, and for everybody else too, is to buy a drain belt. It's so helpful because you are gonna come home with 2 to 4, most likely, drains. Sometimes people even have 6. And this is just a little belt. I'm gonna put down in the description below also maybe one of the ones, like just an example of what you can buy, and you can tuck your drains into them. It's really helpful just for every day to hide them under your clothes. And also it helps for showering because you can kind of like take the belt and put them up a little bit high around your neck. And then that way, if you have a shower nozzle, but we talk about that later, it will help you also to be able to wash a little bit easier because you can't actually take a shower until after the drains are removed. So for me, it was a solid 2 weeks, and sometimes it's longer. And that is very difficult after a few days. So get that drain belt. Number 4, extra pillows. You can get some big and small. Now, it was really helpful in bed. The big wedge really didn't help me, so I don't want you guys spending money unnecessarily, but more it was better if I had some bigger pillows to kind of prop me up because you are gonna be sleeping on your back, and some smaller pillows to kind of lift up my arms. So if you are laying down in bed, sometimes your arms are high or too low because now your back is propped up, but those side pillows can kind of prop your arms up. So you'll want to get some extra pillows, kind of big and small. Maybe you have some around the house already that you can use. And then number 5 is the shower nozzle that I kind of mentioned earlier, because it's going to be too hard for you to shower unless you can kind of direct that water a little easier. You can kind of do a sponge bath maybe on the top part, but that way you can actually shower down below. And also, as far as the shampoo and conditioner bottles, I remember the first time I was washing my hair, it was really difficult for me to squeeze it. So maybe just put it in an easy squeeze type of bottle or in a smaller little travel type of bottle that you can use just for the first couple weeks. All right, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.